El Salvador's decision to sever diplomatic ties with Taiwan in favor of mainland China prompted a harsh reaction from the White House, which blasted China for interfering in the domestic politics of a country in the Western Hemisphere, and threatened El Salvador with a reevaluation of its ties with the U.S. El Salvador appeared stung by the response, pointing out that the U.S. also ceased formal relations with Taiwan and established diplomatic relations with China back in 1979.
The United States did it 40 years ago. They have a very strong diplomatic relation with mainland China, and we don't understand to some extent the position of the United States. They also have relations with China.
China pushed back, accusing the U.S. of trying to meddle in other countries' affairs.
For China, Latin America and the Caribbean region is an important, independent, and developing force in the multipolar, economically globalized world. China would like to offer a piece of advice that certain people should respect other countries' right to decide their internal and external affairs independently and should stop the hegemonic behaviors.
The U.S. has not reacted as strongly to countries severing ties with Taiwan in the past, not even when Panama cut ties with Taiwan in favor of China. Analyst Bonnie Glaser told VOA the White House is sending a signal to other countries with this tough response to El Salvador.
So I think it's been an accumulation of Chinese activities around the world, political influence activities, military activities, and threats that the United States sees coming from China that have really prompted this very tough response.
The harsh criticism comes as U.S. and Chinese officials ended 2 days of trade talks with no major breakthrough, as their bitter trade dispute escalated with a new round of dueling tariffs. Cindy Saine, VOA News, the State Department.